The defense cannot be, I never said that. I did not say that. On my honor, I did not say that. That doesn't mean anything. I never said that is not the defense. When the person has a video of you saying that, you know. So if now you say you never said that and did not play a video clip, the good thing for Bwala is that they weren't playing videos in the interview. If not, if they, as the interview, the live audience and all that, as it was going on, if they were playing videos, it would have been more disastrous for Bwala. Because there were no videos, it was later that Aljazeera made a matchup of what Bwala denied and what Bwala said in the past and all that. But that was after the production, and they made that matchup video. So if you know the high chances that you've said some things in the past that painted your current principal in bad light, if you are asked about it, you can say, okay, maybe I said, maybe I can't remember. I don't remember saying that, which is possible because you hold several interviews. You did a lot of interviews. So some of the things you said, you would have forgotten that you ever said that. You understand? And now that it's been brought to your attention, you don't say, I never said that. You say, oh, I forgot. Oh, I had a different position and now, or you keep going back to the fact that, oh, the current president, your current principal is the best thing since the invention of sliced bread and all of that. You keep just going on and defending. It's not, Daniel Bwala made a number of mistakes. One, in going to that program. I think he felt that it's something that he could handle, but it turned out really poorly. And it is a long interview. Usually, you try to run away from long interviews. Now, it's what happened is an embarrassment, and a lot has been said is embarrassing and all of that. But the most important person to judge the actions of Bwala in this interview is the president, is his principal, President Tinubu. If Tinubu sees the interviews or sees the clips, what will he make of it? We all know it's embarrassing, but how will his principal take it? Now, there's this thing that they said, all publicity is good publicity. That publicity, positive or negative, is a good thing because it makes you be in the news and all of that. Remember before the election, Tinubu saying Bala blue, Olaba and all of that people make mockery of it and all that, but it keeps him in the news. And Donald Trump does the same thing too. He says some things that are out of line, makes certain gestures when he was campaigning before 2024 elections, and they go viral and all of that. So all publicity is good publicity in the sense that good publicity or bad publicity is better than no publicity. So if the president sees it that, oh, there's publicity here, it may not be all positive, but there's publicity, he may just say, oh, all well and good. That's one point that could save Bwala. If the president sees it that all publicity is good publicity, whether positive or negative. Another point is that the president cannot afford to let Bwala go. He can't afford it because Bwala is good at his job. Save for this interview and save for some things he has said, some things he have done in the past, he's good at his job. The reason why president has several spokespersons, but he still picked Bwala to become one of his spokespersons, is to take Bwala out of the fields. There's a field of political juggernauts, field of political commentators, analysts and all that, and who can become spokespersons for candidates, who can join opposition and become spokesperson for them, right? So Tinubu, even in spite of all that Bwala has said against Tinubu, Tinubu decided to pick Bwala to be one of his spokespersons because Tinubu is taking him out of that field, right? Because if Bwala had not gotten any appointment and Bwala is still there, it's easy for the opposition guys, coalition and all that to talk to Bwala that we are just here come and join us and stuff like that. So Tinubu took him out of that field of people who were potential hirees to opposition. Now, if Tinubu lets Bwala go now, with all that Bwala knows about the inner workings of the government and all that, that would be bad for the Tinubu administration, because Bwala knows a lot about the current government, right? If Bwala is let go, Bwala will be an effective person for opposition. So Tinubu is not going to let Bwala go. Be that Bwala could be restricted from making, at least for now, while this thing is on, could be restricted from making more media availability and stuff like that. But the president cannot afford to let go of Bwala, so that he will not be a tool that can be used by opposition as 2077 comes close. If you see people that, like the ambassadors, that Reno Mokri is an ambassador now to Mexico, and FFK Fani Kayode is an ambassador. All those people that could have been spokespersons, that could be effective tools for opposition, they've been taken out of the field. Some have been given ambassadorial roles, some spokespersons, and some others have been given different roles. It's a strategy that's used by the president to take out people that could be potential tools for opposition, and they are now working for him. The work they do may not be as effective, but they are under his camp, and they will not be available to opposition. So going by these things, that Bwala's job is likely secured. Bwala is needed more for the election period, where the president is going against opposition candidates, and Bwala could come out and they do opposition research and Bwala could be able to speak against opposition candidates and stuff like that. Bwala is needed in that instance, and so Bwala could be spared, losing his job or something in this instance. We've seen some people that really didn't put the president in good light, like the FCT minister Wike, with the actions Wike has taken in Rivers State, and with where he went toe to toe with Officer Yerima, and other things that the FCT minister has done. There are things that they put the president in not in bad light, right? But Tinubu looks at what Wike can bring to the table in terms of him being able to get votes for him, in terms of causing wreck and damage in the opposition parties, and so you see Wike is still on his good side. And so Tinubu is a smart political strategist who will look at this situation and say that Bwala didn't do well now in this instance, but we don't have to throw the bathwater. Don't have to throw the baby with the bathwater, right? We just have to save him. For Bwala is a smart guy, and he knows how to recover from this kind of this thing. It's just a simple lesson here for everyone. In course of the one thing is that it's always, I feel that when you speak for your principal, when you speak for your principal, spend more time speaking about your principal, not just speaking against other people. Maybe that's what he was asked to do. While I was speaking for Atiku, praise more of Atiku, say more good things about Atiku, and focus less on attacks on opposition. That attacks could be left for other people, but the principal spokesperson, you defend your principal and you extol the virtues and the values and all that of your principal. And then you can allow some things. There are some things that should be like headlines in tabloids and all that, selectively leaked or something like that. But it's not everything that you just come out to say and say, oh, this person is pushing a militia. Some of those things are things that could have been spoken to a journalist or something, something said, not something that you come on television and say and you have it on record. And now you are being asked about that and you are denying it, and now they have receipts to show for it. Bala is likely to survive this, you know. But then we should all learn the lesson of, when you are speaking for someone, you think ahead, think of the future. There are some information that is released, like in the US, the Iran conflict. There are some information that is released. The journalists information from the White House. They will not mention who. Anonymous sources from the White House. What is that? The information is somebody is leaking information that is, don't want it to embarrass the person who is leaking it, and then paper carry. The point is that it's not everything that the spokesperson, the main face of that campaign or that buzz, it's not everything that you come out and say. Some things should be things that, are let out in other ways, so that you don't come out and make some very serious allegations. Then later you have to make a back turn and stuff like that. So we'll see how that one pans out.